stand by. Paul Morgan is an astronomy professor at the college, Umpqua Community College. He's joining us on the phone right now. Paul, thanks very much. I understand you heard the gunshots, did you?
That's right. I was up at the UCC track, which is a very far north west part of campus, and I heard four gunshots. They were very muffled.
What was it like? What was the reaction once you heard that?
Well, you know, we're a rural area. Hunting season starts in about a week or so. Sometimes people are actually, sighting their rifles or something, so I didn't really make much of it. As I said, there were only 4 shots. The only thing that was odd is that the shots were rapid. Normally, when you're doing something with a rifle, you have a shot, and then you wait, and you have a shot. These were bam, 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 bam. But I wasn't anywhere, I'm about a half a mile from the actual shooting scene, so I really wasn't involved in that at all, but I certainly heard the shots.
So how long did it take for you to learn exactly what was going on and learn this awful news?
I just took a few minutes after my crew decided, they had finished for the day. They were headed home. We're building an observatory for the college, and so I came down to campus. I was going to meet with one of the facilities people and tell them about progress, and suddenly I saw row upon row of police cars. I saw ambulances, and then I saw FBI people with guns walking around the campus, and that was when I knew something was really bad.
Paul, did you know this 20-year-old shooter?
I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's a student or not. I've been teaching at the college for about 20 years, so there's been a lot of students that I know.
Describe a little bit the atmosphere at Umpqua Community College, the nature of the classrooms, because we understand the shooter went into one of those classrooms and started killing people.
Well, the classrooms, we have a number of buildings. The campus is a beautiful campus, and the classrooms essentially are on two sides of one building, and then the other side of the building are the administrative offices for that group. Each classroom can hold anywhere from 20 to 40 students. Generally, there's just one door in, one door out.
What are the rules on campus as far as carrying weapons, carrying a gun?
We don't permit firearms on campus.
By anyone, including law enforcement?
We don't. Our security force is not armed.
Not armed.
It's not armed.
So presumably, if somebody walks around with a gun, people would notice, and that would be a sign of distress.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We wouldn't see people with firearms walking around campus. That would be pretty scary.
By any chance, do you know any of those who were killed or wounded?
I haven't been able to reach any of my colleagues. There's only been one campus email at 10:42 saying that the campus was in lockdown, active shooter, stay put. That's all I've got.
And where are you now, Paul?
I'm at home.
So you're at home just watching what's going on television?
Yeah, I'm watching your news program, in fact.
All right, Paul Morgan is an astronomy professor at the college. If you could stand by, I'm going to get back to you. But in the meantime, Brian Todd is taking a closer look at all of this. Brian, what are you learning?
Wolf, that we can tonight, the information that we're getting on how the situation played out on the ground. Now, according to police dispatch transmissions and sources familiar with the investigation, at least some of the gunfire took place at Snyder Hall, and this is Snyder Hall right here. Also, some of the gunfire took place at the science building on the campus of Umpqua Community College. That there is the science building. Now, according to the police dispatcher, an officer reported exchanging gunshots with the shooter, and the officer said he was in a classroom in the southeast corner of Snyder Hall. Now, from what we have gathered studying aerial views and other maps of the campus, this is Snyder Hall from the ground view, and this would be the southeast corner of Snyder Hall right here, where that officer reported he was exchanging gunfire with the shooter right at about that point in the building. Snyder is a building used for classes, workshops, and meetings. Law enforcement officials tell us the shooter started in one classroom and started moving to others, including the science building, and there were multiple patients in multiple classrooms. Now, according to the Douglas County Fire Marshal, it took law enforcement officers a while to secure each classroom. And here's a layout of the school as we showed you initially here from the air. It sits on about 100 acres, backed right up to the Umpqua River, which is here. and it runs along Interstate 5, which is just about up here. There are at least 16 buildings on the campus at Umpqua, but if you count them from an aerial view, you can see at least a couple of other auxiliary buildings up around here. Now, according to the College Board, the school has just about 2,000 undergraduate students. Here are some photos from the campus of just some of the other buildings. Umpqua is not a traditional school. It's a two-year college. Many of the students are part-time, we're told. The average age of the students, according to the College Board, is 28 years old. So you've got a mature student body on the campus at Umpqua. The school is in a very rural area, at least 150 miles due south of Portland, Oregon. It first started teaching classes in 1961, Wolf, and it is right outside Roseburg, a town of about 22,000 people. One thing I want to show you, Wolf, also, if you look at the aerial view of the community college and the surrounding community, the potential for even greater danger was there earlier today. Again, you've got the campus here, but then look just across the street, a residential area, several homes right there. Again, the potential for danger at one point today could have even been greater, Wolf.
Normally a very quiet, peaceful, beautiful area, unfortunately spoiled today by a mass shooting, killing. Brian, stand by.
I'm the leading state sponsor of terrorism.